Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon to wherever it is that you are, whatever part of the country or the world you're in. Happy Wednesday to you and welcome to Midweek Motivation and Mind Check. I am Nisi Black, relational strategist, and I am excited to be with you today to share a little bit about what it means to have faith, not just in yourself, but in the goals and dreams that you have set for yourself. So, how is everybody? I was going to do the live out on the porch where I normally do, but the wind is so high, it just blew me over. And I didn't think you'd be able to get a good, clear, clean, crisp live that we can communicate with. So let me know how you're doing. Hi, Suzanne. Thanks for joining me. Let me know where you are joining us from. I'd love to hear from you. And what's most important is Midweek Motivation and Mind Check was designed to help you check where you are in the middle of the week. So you start out with these hopes and dreams and plans at the beginning of the week. And then by the time Wednesday rolls around, things are not as they appear. Things are not going according to plan. Oklahoma City is in the house, yes. And this is an opportunity for you to check the pulse on your goals, on your plans, see how you're doing, see how everything is coming along for you. And if you've gotten off track, now's a good time to reposition yourself, to get back on track. Hi, Regina. Thank you for joining me, darling. Yes, greatness. Happy International Women's Day. We are women. Hear us roar. Hear us voice our opinions, voice support of our communities. Hear us march. Hear us celebrate. We are not going to go quietly into the night. So pull out your cape and let's see what difference we can make in the world today. That's what it's about. So happy International Women's Day, y'all. So let me talk a little bit about this faith thing and what I mean. If you saw the notes or something that I put on the post, it's all about what we can do when going back is not an option. So I was thinking about, and I've had so many come to Jesus meetings with myself, so many aha moments with myself since I've started my entrepreneurial journey. So this June will mark 3 years that I've had my business, transitioning out of corporate America and becoming an entrepreneur. And let me tell you, the entrepreneurial journey is no joke. It's not for the faint of heart. It is not for the people that just want to dabble their big toe in it. And I'm a witness because when I started out, I was all gung-ho, all excited, raring to go. I'm going to make a difference. I'm going to do all these different things. But when things didn't work out the way that I expected them to, when people disappointed me, when things just didn't work out, I wanted to go back to corporate America because I was looking at, man, I'm making all this money over here, but in this entrepreneurial space, I'm not as effective over here. I don't know stuff over here. So I had to go through a transition period of industry, what it's about. Hi, Mama. Thanks for joining me. Learning a new industry, learning in this new space and how I can operate in this new space. And I got to tell you, there were times when I wanted to give up. I wanted to go back, not necessarily to that same company, but just go work for somebody, right? Because it's easier. It's cleaner. I get a steady paycheck every week, every 2 weeks or whatever, and it's good. But God brought back to my memory something that I said, because every application was turned down. Even going in to do some teaching and stuff was turned down. And it was like, I don't understand what's going on. I've got all this talent. I've got all this experience. I've got all these skills. How come I can't go back and get a job? Well, God brought back to my memory that I had said, Lord, let your will be done in my life. Lord, let your will be done in this space for me. Lord, open the doors that are meant for me, that I'm meant to walk through. I got stuff going on in my office. And I said, Lord, close those doors that I'm not meant to walk through. And I'll be doggone it. He did just that. So I'm sitting thinking, Okay, what did I ask God for? How did I ask him to lay out a path for me? And did I really mean it? So be careful what you pray for. I wanted to go back to a job where I could be safe and I could just dabble my big toe in my business and play with it on the side and massage it. But that is not what I was intended to do. Otherwise, I would not have had my book published. I would not have had the fortitude and the tenacity to push through and get things done that I needed to get done for my book launch. I would not have been in a position to coach and serve and consult the clients that I have been able to. Those women who have come into my life. And yes, I've had some men clients, though I would not have been in a position to be able to serve in the capacity that I have been able to had I gone back to a corporate space and work a regular 9 to job. So when there is no going back, when all of those doors are shut and you can't go back and it's not an option and it's not comfortable standing still and marking time, what do? The only way is forward. The only way is forward. And sometimes you got to faith it. Sometimes you got to faith moving forward. Sometimes you don't always see the next steps, and you can plan and you can prepare as best that you can do. But the rest is up to God. When you invite God into your space and you ask him, Lord, open the doors that are meant for me and close the doors that aren't meant for me, you got to mean it, because he's like, didn't you just say that you wanted me to close those doors that you're not supposed to walk through? Didn't you say? I remember you were praying and you said, Lord, so he will bring it back to your remembrance. I know sometimes it's like, Lord, you got jokes. But seriously, will you just open up a door? He will open up the doors that are meant for you. So though there's no need of trying to crawl through a window, there's no need of banging on the door. There's no need of trying to insert your key in a hole that will not work for you, will not align for your journey. So rest in knowing that God has a purpose and a plan for your life when you allow him to dictate your steps, when you allow him to direct the people that you're supposed to be connected with. Because I'm going to be honest, I have connected with some folk that meant me no good. Didn't care a lick of bit about my goal or what I wanted to achieve. And it was all about the money. So when I found myself faced in those kind of situations, I just wanted to give it up and throw in the towel. But I recognize my responsibility in accepting what I was trying to do on my own. Yes, we got to work. Yes, we got to plan. Yes, we got to prepare, and we got to set our strategies forward. But we got to also be in touch with the will of God in our life and allow him to support us and guide us in the direction that we should go. And that means being a little bit quiet. I can't always push my agenda even when I want to sometimes. I can't always be in control even when I want to sometimes. I can't always have the option of saying I don't feel like it even when I don't feel like it. I got to understand that this purpose is bigger than me. And I have to push through it. I have to faith it through. I have to walk it through. And I can't go back. I can't stand still. I can only go forward. And trust that that plan, that purpose will be fulfilled. Right? Does that make sense? So sometimes going back is not an option. Standing still is not an option. You got to forge through. You got to push through it. And you got to stay the course. Even if you're taking little baby steps. Baby steps count too. But you still got to move forward. Don't stand still. Don't march in the same spot over and over. You got to move forward. So that's my spiel, so to speak, for today. Just remember that sometimes things don't go according to plan, especially if you're an entrepreneur. Be wary of, and not to the point of worry or concern, but be wary of how you're doing business and the connections that you're making. Be cognizant of who align with you. So, and I say that because sometimes we get all excited in our wins, and that's a good thing. But when you come down off that emotional high, have a checks and balance. Don't allow anybody to make you rush to a decision. If it's going to be good today, it'll be good tomorrow, or that opportunity wasn't meant. I have allowed myself sometimes to be too excited, and it's like I want to just jump on it. No, allow yourself some time to think about it. If you need to pray about it, then you do that. But you do that in your private space, and then you come to business table doing business. But be careful of the people that you're connecting yourself with. Make sure that they are in alignment with you, and not in alignment based on your emotions or your feelings, because we're so quick to say, okay, I'm going to pray and God told me that you needed to be. No, discernment. Set your emotions aside and think clearly through it. Make sure that they're aligned with you. Make sure that this next project is in alignment with your brand and with your purpose, so that you don't find yourself to the point of frustration that you want to throw away everything that you've accomplished so far. Does that make sense? That's my point. That's my point. Becoming an entrepreneur is a process. It is not a destination. It takes work. It takes time. It is not an overnight success. There is no quick fix. There is no fast glory. There is none of that. It takes intentional work to build your space, to build your credibility, to get people to know you, to really know and trust you. And then when you have their trust, honor that. Honor their trust, honor their time, honor their money, and do the right thing. Even if it doesn't, feel comfortable, do the right thing that you know in your heart is right. So that's my spill for today. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Wednesday. The weather is beautiful here in Oklahoma City. Spring has sprung, and I'm going to get out and do a little bit of yard work. So I want you to have a wonderful day. If you are not subscribed to my Facebook Lives, then make sure that you're subscribed. Make sure that you're sharing. And if you're not a part of our Facebook community, Self-Approved, the You Movement, make sure you go there and connect with us. I am also having a 1-hour workshop followed by a book signing Sunday, March the 19th to promote my new book, Self-Approved, a guide for authentic and purposeful living. And I have one around here somewhere. But if you are friends or you follow me, then you've seen my gazillion post about it, and I'm not stopping. I am so excited. Oh my gosh. It is amazing. So I want you guys to have amazing. I like the word amazing. So have an amazing day. Be blessed. And think about what it is your next steps are going to be. Invite the Lord to guide your steps. And make sure that you're committed to Him opening the doors that are for you and closing those doors that aren't. Remember that commitment and the ask that you made of Him, so that when it happens, you won't be like, oh my gosh, what's going on? Nothing's working. Yeah, it's working for your good because you asked for it. All right. Have a beautiful day, a beautiful week, and I'll chat with you guys later. Have a good one.